And a very warm welcome, driver ratings for the Qatar Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered as we rate them out of 10 for their weekend. Driver ratings does divide opinion. Comment down below yours. Sure there'll be some disagreeing with me today. Max, 9. Sprint was not actually too good by Max. He qualified 6th, finished 8th, behind the Haas. Then he gets pole, absolutely outstanding. The FIA, of course, give him a penalty when it's never a penalty. And then they make him mad, and he dominates the race. Brazil again, repeat. And he called out George Russell for whining like a little bitch to the stewards to get him a penalty. Yeah, superb, Max. Big fuck you again to the FIA. Sergio Perez, 5. Now, he did retire. Some of these drivers that retired are lucky to get 5, and I think Perez is one of them. P16, excuses galore, last in the sprint, qualified 9th. In the race, he was actually running 5th, and then he lost power, spins, very strange, odd. But yeah, if Perez carried on, he would have got less than 5, so yeah. Lewis Hamilton, 0. Honestly, I want to tear this guy to bits. Absolutely shock him. Where's his passion? Pride? No motivation. He literally 5 seconds for a start infringement. Speeding in the pit lane. Openly on the radio saying, I want to give up. Retire the car. Goes against his motto. Oh, we win and we lose together. Bullshit. You'll take the success of Mercedes, but you won't. You're not in the trenches, are you, with them when it's difficult? All the guys and girls who have worked on that Mercedes car, and you are throwing the towel in, week out, mugging your own fans off, conning them, the cars are different. George Russell has slapped your ass 2 seasons out of 3. There you have it. You are supposed to be the GOAT. Have a look in the mirror, and if you got a Ferrari, I would put Kimi Antonelli in the car for Abu Dhabi. 100%. Lewis Hamilton, dog shit, and he's lucky to get 0. Disgraceful. End to his Mercedes career has been shocking. He should hang his head in shame. Yeah. Penalties galore. Russell, 8.5. Yeah. At the minute, George Russell is on it. He really is. And he should be on the podium. A bad pit stop by Mercedes cost him big time. But 2 seasons out of 3, George Russell has beat Lewis Hamilton. Fast all weekend, qualified P2. But yeah, the bitching and whining about Max getting a penalty, if that is the case, you are a soft touch, Russell. But I like the rivalry. Only gripe I have about Russell this weekend, shocking start. Really poor start. Charles Leclerc, 9. Honestly, he finished 2nd, and that is like a win for Ferrari. Ferrari had no right to finish 2nd in that Grand Prix. A McLaren-suited track, and Leclerc finishes ahead of both McLarens. It's exceptional. He qualified P5, happy with the laps, finished P2, and that is like a win for Ferrari. They take it to Abu Dhabi. And he had no drink all race. Carlos Sainz, 5, bang average. P7 in quali, not good. Finished P6. Obviously the puncture cost him big time. Had to do a full lap with a puncture. And it goes to Abu Dhabi, the constructors. Lando Norris, 8. He got pole in the sprint and dominated the sprint. He then moved over for Piastri to give the win back to him for Brazil. I thought that was outstanding by Lando Norris, and rare praise from me for that. And for once in the main race, Norris got a really good start. He was up to 2nd, he's running 2nd, he's comfortable, and then he gets a ridiculous penalty. Doesn't lift off during double yellows, so slam dunk penalty. But yeah, he deserves massive praise for giving the win to Oscar. Oscar Piastri, 8. Yeah. Wins the sprint race, gifted by Lando. He did some dodgy moves on George Russell. Yeah, he scores a podium. Unlucky with the safety car. Solid weekend. Nothing spectacular by Piastri. He was behind Lando all weekend, but he's got a podium out of it. Fernando Alonso, 9. Superb Alonso. Qualified 8. Quali star. Best of the rest. and then he finished P7, outstanding. And we saw angry Alonso at the start of the race. It was almost GP2 engine-esque. No power, no power, no power. Deployment issues. He was not happy at all. But he stuck in there. He did one lap on the hard, then went straight back to the medium. Genius decision. But yeah, sensational weekend by Alonso. Lance Stroll, 0. Absolutely 0. Qualifies 15th. 0.7 off Alonso. He hits Albon on lap 1. What's he doing? I mean, just terrible. Week in, week out. Drives in the gravel trap. It's almost like he doesn't want to race at this point. Retires after serving his penalty. He served the penalty, so he doesn't take it into Abu Dhabi. Shocking again. Same story. Lance Stroll. Gasly, 10. Superb. Sprint qualifying, P8. Recently, he's been outstanding. Main qualifying, he qualified 11th. Last set in Q2, not happy. But then he finishes the race 5th. And he's probably cemented Alpine, 6th in the Constructors. Alpine, what a turnaround. From back row at Bahrain to a 3rd place for Gasly, a 5th place for Gasly. Outstanding. Outstanding Gasly. He's beat a Ferrari, a McLaren, and a Mercedes. Take a bow. Gasly. Esteban Ocon, 5. A news has broke this morning that Ocon will not drive in Abu Dhabi. He's been released so he can do the post-season test for Haas. He qualified 20th. Disaster. And my subscribers called this one. Ocon, one good race in 20. He's sensational at Brazil, and then he's dog shit. And he's been dog shit the last 2 rounds. Yeah, Vegas, Qatar, not good enough, Ocon. But he was taken out by Hulkenberg. Yeah, he's going to miss Abu Dhabi as well. Not a great way to end the season. 1-1-5. Yeah, Racing Bulls really struggled with pace. A poor sprint qualifying 17th, main qualifying P14, finished 13th. Was just falling back at times. It was painful to see. And yeah, Racing Bulls are probably going to end up finishing 8th in the Constructors. A bad day for the team. Lesbian Lawson, 1. Wow. This guy wants to go in the Red Bull, they say. He's been absolutely atrocious of late. Yeah. Sprint quali was his highlight, P10. Then main quali, P17, hit Bottas, 10-second penalty, finished 14th out of 15, and he's not set the world on fire to claim that Red Bull drive. Alex Albon, 4. Williams, shit. Shit at Williams. They're a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Albon qualifies 16th. Williams a crap. Sooner this season is over, the better for all involving Williams. Then Albon, he finishes last in the race. 15 runners, and he finished 15. Not good. My mic froze there for a bit. Hopefully we're back now. Yes. Sooner season over, better. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Yeah, and he got a 10-second penalty for forcing Kevin Magnussen off. Collie Dog, 5. I think 5's generous, but he did retire. So, yeah, sprint qualifying, really poor. 19th, struggled massively at this circuit. There's no getting away from it. But he did get taken out by Nico Hulkenberg. Dreadful weekend by Collie Dog. Again, he's lucky to get 5. If he raced normally and finished, he would not have got 5. Valtteri Bottas, 8.5. Sauber's best weekend of the season, I believe. Sprint qualifying, P13. Should be on the grid for 2025. Finished P12 in the sprint. 13th and finished 11th. So main qualifying 13th, finished 11th. Just missed out on the points. And he caused mass carnage as he hit the wind mirror that the FIA left out. Also, he got hit by Lawson. Guan Yu Zhou, 10. 10. Where has this performance been all season? Guan Yu Zhou gets dropped and then he turns into Prime Senna, Prime Schumacher. Sensational Guan Yu Zhou. He did not do well in the sprint. Main qualifying, qualified 12th. And since he's been dropped, he's delivered. And he finishes 8th. and finally Sauber score points. 4 points. Wow. Guan Yu Zhou, driver of the day, driver of the weekend. Hold your head up high, the Chinese dragon. Yeah, superb Guan Yu. Superb. Nico Hulkenberg, 0. Absolutely 0. What the fuck was he doing in the race? Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Where do I start with Hulkenberg? I'll start at the sprint. He actually gained a couple of points for Haas. But that's his highlight. 2 valuable points in the sprint race. He qualifies 18th. Disaster. Deployment issue. And then a shambles of a race. Because he's qualified so far down, he's in the mix with a shitter. He's lost it. Into Ocon. Ocon then into Collie. Shocking. We restart under the safety car and Hulkenberg drops it all by himself. I expect better, Nico Hulkenberg. That is not good enough. And I will hold you responsible. Kevin Magnussen, 9. Superb K-Mag. P10 makes Q3 ahead of Hulkenberg. Finished 9th. He was frustrated with 9th, obviously, because Gasly finished so high up. Not good for Haas in the constructors. They trail by 5. Safety car hampered him. Forced off by Albon, but he did school Nico Hulkenberg. So there we have it. Driver ratings for the Qatar Grand Prix. One more round. Abu Dhabi. Bring it on. It's going to be a nervous one. McLaren, Ferrari, for the constructors. Who wants it more? Ocon will not be at Abu Dhabi. Jack Doohan will come in. He's been released so he can do his post-season test for Haas. And Lewis Hamilton, hang your head in shame. You are an absolute embarrassment, and I'm probably going to cover another video on it. It's shocking. It's shambolic. Mercedes have given you your career, and look at the way you're tossing it up to end it. Kimi Antonelli in the car, Abu Dhabi. 100%. The way Lewis is performing, he doesn't deserve a send-off from Mercedes. Shocking. He's alright when it's winning. It's all down to me, the skill, the car, you know. Have a word with yourself, man. Mercedes, you owe everything to Mercedes. And you're tossing it away. Just going out on a whimper. Disgusting. Disgusting. Comment down below your thoughts. Adios. Ho, ho, ho.